All right. Super exciting. Just got these in. Opening the box right now. There's this game called Alpha Clash. And I had this meeting with the owners of the company. I've been chatting back and forth with the guy, literally the guy who invented the game. His name's Ridge, just in case you're wondering. And had a conversation with them and got approved to carry their product. So I have every set that they've released, and I'm excited to learn this game and check it out and see what it's all about. Oh my goodness, there's the returns. What is this? Is this the original? Yeah, the Awakening, the original. This game, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to hopefully make a few videos for you guys. The Awakening. I should have 6 boxes of each. Oh, I'm not getting enough space here, am I? No, I'm not. Let's do the first 2 sets up here. We'll do the others down here. I don't remember the exact order, but I got 6 boxes of each. By the time you're watching this video, if you're already a fan of the game and you're looking to get more product, there should be a brand new page on the website, the TCGClub.com, and these guys should be available for you to purchase. Now, what I'm going to do is I got 6 boxes of each. I'm going to take the most banged up box of each set, which for this one it looks like it's the top box here. I'm actually going to open them. We'll make a few videos. Genesis Returns. We're going to make a few videos, a few shorts of some pack openings, and I forget which order these go in. And yeah, we'll have more content. It'll be fun. I'm excited to open up a few of these packs. In fact, we're probably going to open up a couple of the packs in this video today just to get a closer look at the cards. But I'm going to open up one of each box for my own personal collection. And the wife and I, oh, there it is. That's the box that's screwed up. Yeah, I knew it when I saw the box show up today. There was some damage to it. So I knew 1 or 2 of the boxes surely would have been hurting. And like I said, I'm going to hold on to those ones. I won't put them on there. If you order these, you're going to get a good box. You're not going to get one of my damaged ones. And we're going to make a few gameplay videos. The wife and I are going to learn how to play this game. And we're going to, at some point, jump into Siege of the Forgotten. This is their brand new player versus the board game. You have 2 players. I don't know how many can be in, like, go against this, but me and my wife. Oh, 1 to 5 players. It says so at the top there. 1 to 5 players, but it's going to be me and the wife versus this thing. I'll make a video for it. You guys will be able to see that. And we will go on from there. Now, the cool thing with working with these guys is originally I did not reach out to them. They reached out to me because of the YouTube channel. They wanted me to talk about their game and, do all the stuff that YouTubers do when we're talking about card games. And they've sent me a spoiler. I have a spoiler card for the upcoming 6th set. Now, I won't show it to you today, but I will be showing it to you very soon in an upcoming video. And a part of the reason for that is because I don't know how to play the game right now. So looking at a spoiler card and discussing it may prove to be difficult when I'm looking at something that I don't know anything about. Bear with me. I will be posting that video hopefully sometime soonish. Oh, and I think I found the box from the Awakening that we're going to open. It's a little crunched right there. Put that to the side because that's probably the one I'm opening. And then hopefully when we do the card review, I'll be able to actually talk about, you know, what's good about the card, what's bad about the card, that sort of thing. It feels cool. I have so much stuff. I'm excited about that. So while this technically is a video about Alpha Clash, you guys know I am going to obviously talk about everything else going on with the website. Again, one more time, I'm going to, by the time you're watching this video, there is a brand new page on the TCGClub.com where you can jump in and pick up these boxes. I'm going to have 5 of each box available, and yeah, should be pretty straightforward. Going to open up 1 of each for myself. Should be pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Again, I'm probably going to open up some of the Awakening, the first set today in today's video. Not all of it. I won't do a whole box opening, but I'll open up some of the packs so we can take a look at the cards and kind of get an idea of what's going on, sort of. I did watch I want to say it's a tutorial, but it wasn't like crazy in depth of like how to play the game. And my initial thoughts were it reminded me of Yu-Gi-Oh! In some aspects and Commander from Magic the Gathering. You have like a champion. I'm not sure what they call it in the game. I'll get all my terminology down soon. But yeah, you kind of have like a commander, and your goal is to defeat the other player's commander to win, effectively. But it does remind me a little bit of Magic of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I believe the tutorial said something about like having traps, which reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the other one was like the characters can attack or challenge the same turn you play them, which is very Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of games that I've played, there has to be some kind of special mechanic involved, haste or rush, depending, you know, Lorcana or Magic, in order for a character to challenge the same turn they're played or attack. Challenge. I'm a big Lorcana guy, so challenge is my terminology. Attack, get that from Magic. Now, before we jump in and open up packs, I do still have the Paldea Evolve going on. We are giving away the Black Bolt ETB. So buying one of these guys will get you a raffle ticket to winning this guy. And of course, for everyone that you purchase, you'll get a whole bunch. I have been keeping an eye on the market for these guys. When I bought them, it was effectively at market cost. That was my cost. But I've been seeing that the prices on these guys have been going up. And I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to go up. I'm not going to change my price on them. They're going to stay the same. So it is technically below market value right now, which is cool. But yeah, that's still going on. As far as Magic is concerned, I got one of each of the commander decks. You know, Titus, Cloud, Ishalti, or however you say her name. I don't think I played that game. And Terra, Final Fantasy VI, the one that I grew up with. I also got the starter decks. Still got a few of these left. You know, Cloud versus Sephiroth. Those guys are all on the site. And I know you can't see it, but this little black box right up here, that's the Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic. Now, I only have one of them. So if you want it, you better pick it up. Technically there's 2, but my brother wants one, so you have to beat him to get it. So you have plenty of time. He's not going to buy it for like another week and a half. So if you want it, you could steal it from him totally. But it has the original Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise in it, foil, without like the special stamps or anything. Like, they look legit, look super cool. I almost want to just keep one and open it just to have the base 3 fully evolved starters. Like, they're super cool. As far as Lorcana is concerned, I have not yet got my invoice for Fabled, but I do have a bunch of those boxes and the troves on order. So hopefully I'll be finding out real soon, because that set is coming out soon. So I will hopefully be finding out in the next couple of weeks how much of that I'll be getting. But it being Lorcana, I have a suspicion that I'll get most of, if not all of my order. Yeah, very excited about that. Lorcana's in a weird state right now where it's about to hit its first ever rotation. So they currently have 8 sets. They're going to get a 9th set with Fable, and the bottom 4, set 1, 2, 3, and 4, are going to fall off. Now, it's also a little weird because Fable does have 171 reprints. Now, as far as that goes, we're getting a lot of like really cool cards back, but it looks like a lot of them are from the first set and a few sprinkled throughout the rest of the sets. But a lot of them appear to be coming back from the first set, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I wonder if why they did that is because you can still get the first chapter booster boxes, but you have to go to like conventions and the DLCs and such. And they always have the first chapter boxes there as like pricing. And I wonder if they're doing that, these reprints, mainly from the first set to keep the original first set hype still there. I don't know. It just seems a little funny that a lot of the reprints that I've seen so far have been from the first chapter. And yeah, if they're going to continue using the first chapter boxes as part of the prize wall, you want the cards to be playable, at least a good chunk of them, you know, the important cards. And it seems like a lot of those important cards have been reprinted. They're going to be in the new set. So we'll see. I don't know. That it's a really weird spot to be in for Lorcana right now, but I have a feeling that everything's going to be really, really good with it moving forward. It's going to be shaky for a lot of people, especially people who don't play games that have active rotations. I personally am a big fan of rotation. I like rotation. I think it keeps the standard game competitive and interesting, as opposed to just a long-lived game. Like, I understand, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has an interesting concept. Like, it's a long-lived game. There's no rotation. So when they print a new set, they have to be really careful about the cards they make. How are they going to interact with everything else they've ever created? And that just seems like, you know, as somebody who would design cards, that's not me, but as somebody who designs cards, that seems like a very interesting challenge and not an easy one at that. But they do get the cool little thing where like some stuff's going to slip through and they're going to be like, oh, look at this card. That's really great. But look at this card from set 1, 2, or 3. All of a sudden, here's this crazy infinite combo or, you know, some nonsense. Like, so that part's pretty cool that you get to. Every set is just this massive like puzzle piece. Where can you find the best combos? That does seem interesting. But when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Years and years and years ago, a long time ago, it very quickly just became who gets to go first. And if you're lucky, if you're going second, you might get to take a turn. And that wasn't very fun for me. Yeah, I hated sitting down as a kid, rolling the dice, finding out I'm going second, and then realizing I don't even get to play in that game. I don't get to draw a card. I don't get to do anything because I already lost. The game's over. Like, that's not fun. So I'm a huge fan of rotation. That I'm glad Lorcana's doing it. I'm a fan of rotation in Magic. I'm glad that they do it because it's not fun to sit down and just roll the dice and be like, oh, I guess I lost. You want to roll for game 2? Like, that's not cool. But let's crack open this box and take a look at some of the cards. All right, the question is, how much damage are we going to see on these things? Hopefully it's not too bad. The company that produces this game, this is their 6th set. I spoke with the owners. Ooh, it's a little rough. Oh, look at that though. It does come with a cool card. That's pretty cool. It just comes straight up with a, you know, something special right out the gate. The foiling's interesting too. It's got like this, I don't know, almost like a glitter effect. And then there's a whole bunch of packs in here, of course. So we're going to open up a couple of the packs. I'm not going to open up all of them. I do see that there is like a tear line here. I wonder how effective that is. I'm always a little hesitant of the tear line. They don't seem to always be the best. But little startup company. I'm sure they're doing really big now. I should do my research. The back of the card looks pretty cool. I can always appreciate a back to a card that has, it's very clear which side's up, which side's down. And then, ooh, very white. I like that. Very clean cards. Now, the thing with this game is all of the cards to my knowledge, should be largely this full art. And it seems like the game has a very similar resource system as Lorcana, where any card can be used as ink or lands or whatever the equivalent is for this game to pay for your stuff. And then you'll notice they got colors in the top, and I know there's some kind of color identity thing going on. And, it seems cool. Like, it's not immediately, like, I see it says action on the bottom, basic. It's not immediately obvious which ones are the creatures, the characters, the monsters. I see this one's got, obviously, an attack and a defense. Yep, and they are called attack and defense. It's got classifications, magnate, earth, clash. Not sure what those all mean precisely, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know what the rarity is. If there's a rarity, I don't know if you also get a guaranteed foil in each one, but we definitely got one. That's cool. Let's see. Kind of a similar foiling as the first card. And then as far as card quality goes, seems pretty cool. I got to talk to the guy a little bit about it, Ridge's brother, and I'm blanking on his name right now, of course, because I'm on the spot. But he did let me know that they use a different method for how they make their cards than what you get out of Pokemon or out of Magic or probably even Lorcana. And based on my conversation with them, it sounds like these guys are really resistant to pringling, to warping, and I'm excited to try that out. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to take a handful of these cards and I'm going to go put them in my car for a few hours, which is very hot outside, and we'll see how they hold up. And yeah, if that's the case, the non-pringling thing would be amazing. But I'm liking the card quality. They're a little glossy, perhaps. Antarctica. That's interesting. They got cards that are like real world places. Antarctica. Avenging Guy. That's pretty funny. I can get behind the names. That's awesome. And then, of course, yeah, you just got a static character, and then this one has an effect on them. Trigger, enter. So I'm guessing triggered ability, and it happens when you play them. That's my guess. But I'm also noticing that we got different icons going on. That's going to be something cool to learn about. And of course, not all the cards, right? The characters have the icons. The actions don't. Accessory doesn't have one. And again, not sure really about a rarity symbol. This one's interesting. It's got a little arrow. Is this two-sided? No. And then a cool foil. I could be opening up the $100 card right now and I have no idea. I have no idea. But some of my research into this, these guys do have some really high-end collectible pieces, so it is a collectible game as well. And it sounds like they make it a strong effort to make sure that the cards that do have the high value aren't necessarily difficult to find, but the high value version of them is hard to find. So it's with Lorcana, it'd be this card is great. It's, you can get this one pretty easy, but it has an enchanted version, right? Not sure what this game's calling it. They're special versions, but yeah, 9 cards per pack in the first set. I don't know if that number changes across the other sets. I will figure that out. But I am looking forward to sitting down, learning this game with the wife, and building decks and testing things out. Should be pretty cool. Not sure what these are all about, but I mean, it says it's a contender. I'm guessing that means this is your commander, right? It's different from the others. Like this has a cost, 0. So that's free to play. That's awesome, I'm assuming. But got me a contender. So that's going to be like your commander. So you can't just make anything like a commander. It has to have that ability. And I know that they do have like a ban list. I'm looking at this card and I'm thinking, is this one of the ones that is actually on the ban list? They actually do have a ban list. In fact, if I recall, I think they even just had some big tournament not too long ago. Oh, pretty cool. And I do see that we got a numbering system on the bottom. So it's number 79. But I don't know how many cards are in the set. Doesn't seem to have like a top end. I do like the foiling. Again, it's glossy, but it's also pretty. I don't know if this has changed from set to set. I'll find out as I open up the other boxes. But yeah, keep an eye out for my future shorts, my future TikToks, my future whatever you want to call them, because I'll have more of an understanding of what's going on with this game. So, if I did just accidentally pull, a $100 card, I'll be more excited about it, I promise. But for now, these guys are available on the TCGclub.com. If you are a big fan of Alpha Clash, you can officially get them on my site now. I am an official partner. I work with them. I am very excited about being able to bring in their product. And set 6 is just around the corner. Keep an eye out for my spoiler card. I will have a video for it sometime soon-ish, the next couple days or a week, something like that. Yeah.